Welcome to What's in the DVD Box podcast. The only podcast asking what is in fact in the DVD box. Introducing your hosts, Jonathan Lind and David Winkler. Now, welcome to the pod. Welcome to What's in the DVD Box podcast. David, what's in the DVD box?
Jonathan, we have Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby, one of the greatest comedic films ever put to film.
I think it needs little to no introduction, but I guess for posterity's sake, how did it get in the DVD box?
I mean, I hadn't seen this in theaters, and I realized after the fact that I've never seen the regular version of this. I've only seen, of course, as we know, the unrated version because it exists. Therefore, I bought it. I think I was just walking through the Walmart that night thinking, hey, we need a good comedy, and this should be good. I like Will Ferrell when he gets in the box. Sometimes the decisions about what went in the box are just as simple as, I know this is going to be good. You know, probably wasn't a shiny case. It just said unrated. Therefore, 18-year-old Dave was going to grab it.
Will Ferrell in the case.
Yeah. So have you seen this one before getting to watch it for this podcast?
Yes, and I'm trying to remember if I saw it it came out in 2006, and I think I didn't see it in high school.
Yeah.
I think I saw it, a year or two later. But yes, I did see it. I think I've only seen it once prior to this.
So
maybe twice. But it's one of those movies where, because it's such a quotable movie.
Yeah.
Because everyone was quoting it at the time.
Everybody knows it.
It's so familiar. Like, it's a super familiar movie. I think I've seen it twice before this, but yeah, hilarious. And it's kind of one of those, it's in that era of comedies that, for us growing up in that era, it's like, it's kind of just a warm blanket. You want to curl up inside and enjoy yourself.
I mean, enjoyable it was. So if we're given a quick synopsis about what this is about, Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby, follows a swaggering, win-at-all-costs NASCAR superstar whose life falls apart when a flamboyant French Formula driver joins the circuit. Losing his career, wife, and best friend, he must conquer his fears, overcome his demons, and learn to race again to regain his honor. Which is one way of saying it.
That is
what happens.
Yeah.
Factually correct.
Factually accurate.
But I mean, the great thing about this movie is just the absurdity in which they go about portraying NASCAR, one of America's
great pastimes.
I mean, it's a pastime for a certain portion of the country that exists.
Have you ever been to a NASCAR race?
I have not. I realize that there's one just down the road that I could go to.
Neither have I, but by all accounts, it's a great time.
It does seem like a great time. The fact that there's when I learned that there's 100,000 people that fit in the stadium there, I was like,
there's got to be
a lot. That's a lot of people to go.
Yeah.
Watch a race. I mean,
there's got to be something to it.
Something to it.
If I ever get invited to a NASCAR race, I'll probably say, yeah, count me in.
Yeah.
Never been, but yeah.
My dad got to go to one in Vegas and got to sit on the infield in a.
Oh, nice.
Their friend had a camper or whatever, and they got sit on top in some lawn chairs and just watch it from there. And he's like, "That's a great seat, and you're close to all the action and the pits and everything." That seems like the way to do it. I mean, I have roll up to a NASCAR race, it is right down the road.
I'm down. One question I have for you, David.
Yeah.
Is all good comedy quotable?
When I sit and think about it, all the comedies that I like are quotable, which might say more about me. But if I'm like, Step Brothers, super quotable, Half Baked, super quotable, Hangover, all the ones I do think of have elements of jokes that you're gonna quote out. So I'm kind of in the yes category, although I feel like I could be proven wrong with enough time. Pretty sure there was a time before Silent Pictures where Charlie Chaplin was falling down and people were laughing.
I probably would say that that's probably like the rule, and the other things are like the exceptions that prove it almost. In that sense, like if it's short and condensed and like, you know, within a short sentence, it can make you laugh.
Yeah,
like you're going to remember that. And if you don't, it probably just wasn't that funny.
Yeah. There's a whole Monty Python bit about the Ministry of Silly Walks.
Yep,
that does kill.
And again, that's quotable in a different way. Even of like, if I just start picking my legs up and doing wacky walks, you probably think, is that Monty Python?
Is that a bit?
You know, if I just come in with a dead parrot and say, hey, you guys take returns on this live parrot, you probably know.
Yeah, I guess that is it. That's what you're trying to recreate when you're telling someone else, like, hey, go watch this movie.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, this is a movie where, you know, there's so many quotes. And I didn't realize till after we watched this again, like how much I use these quotes or try to shoehorn these quotes into my daily life, which is kind of problematic in some ways, but but I tried to. Like it is.
Yeah.
I just did in the last week. I've probably used the "Don't put this evil on me, Ricky Bobby" in my life, at work, in formal settings.
Now, was that after the watch for this podcast?
No, this was before. It was literally before.
Amazing.
I use it all the time.
Amazing. Yeah. Okay, so what were some of your other, like, I mean, there's no really other way to talk about this movie than to just talk about some of the favorite quotes.
Yeah, you're not going to really break down what's happening in the movie. You're just experiencing the fact that they're riffing off of each other. I mean, starting off the movie has one of the most famous Eleanor Roosevelt quotes of all time. America's all about speed. Hot, nasty, badass speed. Eleanor Roosevelt. 1936. I don't know don't look into if that's true or not. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
That sets the stage for this movie and how it's going to go.
Maybe she's onto something.
Yeah. I mean, I just, from the rip of the movie, like, once he gets into, like, being this NASCAR idiot, really, like, he just, you know, from the scene of, like, I don't know what to do with my hands, like that whole interview speech, like that. I mean, how could I if I were to ever give an interview, it hasn't happened, you know, I just my hands want to go up. I understand.
I have that's probably the quote that I've used the most, at least in a professional setting. You know, I work for a remote company, and so there's a lot of Zoom calls where you just sort of like, I don't know what to do with my hands. It's also hilarious in the movie too, because you, like, on the rewatch, you just remember the, like, loud and obnoxious Ricky Bobby.
Yeah.
But then you get this, like, transformation, you know, right before that where he's just
covering real good,
talking real quiet into the microphone.
Real good.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
Like, for the fourth time after the reporter's like, put your hands down at your sides. I think it's fine.
He's just a dumb cowboy, Dad. Well, maybe this team needs a little dumb cowboy. You take the quotes out of context, they are completely insane. They're still insane in the movie, but a little less insane with some context. Yeah. I mean, starts off good, jumps into... I mean, just rewatching it, like every scene, it was like, oh, I remember this. Were there any that you didn't remember?
I tell you what, I didn't remember, like, the first couple scenes where it was like, oh, they're best friends in high school, and that's how they got shake and bake. But also, I didn't remember the whole, like, second half of the saga, like, where he loses his wife, loses his racing, like, has a massive crash, and, like, goes through the whole, like, post-divorce.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I don't actually remember any of this. And I think part of that is because, like, the first third or like 40% of the movie is just so absurd and, like, chock full of quotable quotes. And, like, that's where most of the quotes come from.
Yeah.
That, like, there's like that middle third that sort of just, like, was lost to my memory. And, like, what is he doing? And even those were hilarious because then it was a little bit more of a fresh watch.
Yeah.
Where he's delivering pizzas and then just like rear ends a guy from a parking spot, and then does the whole like look backward and goes straight forward
Into the cop.
Loses his license, and then he's delivering pizzas on his bike, loses his bike, and then he gets on the favorite part of that whole section is he gets on a bus to deliver pizzas.
I forgot about that part.
It's a hilarious premise. Like whatever writer thought of that, we're gonna get Ricky Bobby to sit on a bus with a bunch of pizzas to go deliver pizzas. Like the most ridiculous premise.
And the guy in front of him, yeah.
And he's like, man, I don't want to talk to you at all. And like to the end, like, oh, wow, I really regret opening my mouth to you at all.
What makes you want to talk to you? Yeah. Which is exactly probably how it would happen. You're like, wow, that's
completely legit. Probably the next thing of that saga was the actual cougar in the car when his dad's like trying. It's the typical like redemption arc story, and he's working with his dad, and he's like, all right, you just have to like embrace and sit next to that fear. What better way than a live cougar?
Yeah, which produced one of my favorite like underrated quotes from that like somehow I tried to shoehorn in is when he's like. She's like, how was your day? He's like, well, I was mauled by a cougar, learned nothing about driving, and my Crystal Gale shirt was ruined. That, like, Crystal Gale, the fact that he's just wearing this, I don't know who that Crystal Gale was. I still don't really know who it is, but, like, I want a Crystal Gale shirt to be like, well, my Crystal Gale shirt was ruined.
Yeah. So, like, that whole thing was hilarious. And then, of course, like, later on, he does it, and he's sitting, driving in the car with the cougar.
Yeah, he's driving the car with the cougar. And then... Just everything about his dad too was great. Just the worst human being, like just the worst individual, and just so much fun. Yeah, one of my other favorite quotes of that was when the grandpa's talking to the kids. They start trying to pop off to him like they popped off to their other grandpa, and he's like, "Shut up, you little pot licker! I'll throw you in a microwave." Just like.
Which also to that point you'd kind of like figured out these kids are rowdy and rambunctious and shoot back, and Ricky's dad Reese Bobby is like, those aren't even my grandkids, and they're like, shut up, old man, and they're like, oh, that must be, I'll take it. Like, so those interactions with his dad are hilarious. Like, oh yeah, those must be my grandkids, you're right.
Which the other grandpa Chip when he's in there and they're making fun of him, but then like after Ricky crashes, loses his wife to his best friend within the day, and he comes in and then Chip sits there and goes like, he says a crazy quote of like, remember Ricky, the owl waits for the field mouse something. And they all
the field mouse can run fast, but the owl can see at night.
Yeah.
What?
Just,
I mean, correct, but what?
I mean, I don't know who's writing that or just how they're putting that in there, but I mean, every scene, I think actually starting off the movie, I was a little bit like, I don't know if this is going to hold up. There are a couple jokes at the beginning where I was like, how have my sensibilities changed? And then as soon as they hit that scene in the bar, and I get hit with that quote of the Glenn being like, I don't know what to get my nan for her birthday. The guy's like, a coffin. I was like, oh, we're back.
Yeah.
Says a lot about...
for her 88th birthday, a coffin.
A coffin, yeah. Which I'm like, 18-year-old Dave is just like crawling out and ready to come party. That my sensibilities, as much as I'd like to have matured in 18 years, hasn't happened.
Part of it too for me is I know there's some people that don't like Will Ferrell and his brand of comedy. I think he's hilarious. Oh. I also think John C. Reilly is so underrated. And I mean, obviously in these movies he's hilarious, but how like he and Will like just are able to get hilarity out of each other it's such a treat, really. because that scene in the bar, so Gerard comes in and he's got Ricky pinned down like in an arm lock, and he's like, yeah, just say you like crepes and I'll let you go. And Cal's right there like, hey, these colors don't run. Like that whole back and forth where he's like his best friend is like giving him the pep talk, and it's just, I don't know. It's like I could just keep rewatching those two in these scenes, and I was so happy at the end too. I love when you have funny movies that also give you the like outtakes / like funny versions that we just didn't leave in the movie, and you get more of those, that those two like making each other laugh, and like trying to hold it together, and it just can't.
Which they do a good job with these movies of like, however they set the scenes up, that they can go back and forth. Like they can keep a lot of those in.
Yeah.
Like the scene at the dinner where the kids are just riffing on things. Like I don't know who was writing those for the kids. Oh
yeah.
When the kids tell the story,
I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew. Shut up, Chip! I want to come at you like a spider monkey.
The teacher was like, "What's the capital of Washington Or no, she's like, "What's the capital of like Virginia?" Or I don't even know, some Ohio, and he's like,
Washington. South Carolina.
Yeah, is it South Carolina?
Yeah. And he's like, Washington D.C.
She said, "No, you're wrong." And I peed my pants. I never did change my dirty pee. I said, "Oh," he's like, "You have a lumpy butt," and I peed my pants. And I never did change my dirty pee pants all day. I'm still in my dirty pee pants. that I used to, like with my kids when they were peeing their pants, happening less. But
have you changed your pee pants?
I never did change my dirty pee pants all day.
Which, back then, high school Jonathan would have thought it was funny, but probably not accurate. Now, Dad Jonathan is like, I mean, that's not terribly far off from what happens in a school day.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's
the disrespect, we don't run for as much in my family, but all the other like, well, you tried, you don't know capitals, and you peed in your pants, and okay, you didn't change it. All right.
I do feel like my kids could come at me like a spider monkey at some time.
Mine certainly do.
Yeah, and then if they were all jacked up on Mountain Dew, they would be saying some wild stuff.
That would be exactly what would happen, which is why I don't give them Mountain Dew for my own sanity.
Yeah.
It's not health benefits, not this, not that. It's just that's too much sugar for a kid.
Soda drinking families are playing with fire all the time.
Okay, favorite quotes and scenes. I've got a quiz for you, David, because as some astute listeners will have picked up by this point, you have a bad reputation for not being able to understand any quotes or pick out any quotes from any movies, but this one seems to be a little different.
I mean, if I have a chance with any, I've seen this probably more. Lucky Number 11, I've seen a lot. This one I've probably seen more. I've probably seen this about 10 times. So
okay, if
that number is a good one for 10 times, we'll see when like Anchorman comes up. Seen that less, you might be able to get me on it. But
okay,
shoot your shot.
I've got 3 questions.
Yeah.
The first one, I've got 3 quotes. Tell me which of them are in Talladega Nights or are not.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you how many are either way.
Okay.
But I've got 3 quotes for you for this first question.
If I mess this up.
Okay. First quote. I do believe in you. I just know you're going to fail. Second quote. No one lives forever. No one. Third quote. So when you say psychosomatic, you mean like he could start a fire with his thoughts?
That's definitely in this movie. That one definitely is that movie.
Good. Correct. What about the other 2?
You want to give me?
So the first one, that? I do believe in you. I just know you're going to fail. Second one, no one lives forever. No one.
I'm going to say first one, yes. Second one, no.
Wrong.
Are you serious?
The first one is not, and the second one is.
What?
The second one, no one lives forever. No one. That's in the bar scene when he's talking about the advances in modern medicine and goes on to say like, no one lives forever. No one. But I'm thinking, maybe 240, 300 years. They just put a pig's heart in some guy.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's like, well, you think that's going to make the difference? Like, no, the guy died, but like, I'm just happy that we're doing that kind of stuff.
I just watched this movie, and I just
now
was
intentionally
rewatching it, but
give you a little more context to that quote. You're probably going to get it, but hey, tough. The first one, I do believe in you. I do. I just know you're going to fail. That's from Dewey Cox, John C. Reilly movie. That's from whatever his wife's name is, talking to Dewey Cox, saying, I do believe in you. I just know you're going to fail. Okay.
That's Pam from The Office, I think. See, I can name the actors. Jenna Fisher.
Good.
Look, I can see the scene. I know it. Quotes. What they're talking about. Just gone.
Okay.
I kind of hated that. As soon as you read those quotes, I was like, I look dumb.
I got you. Okay. Second one. This is peyote theme. There's two quotes. Which one is from Ricky Bobby? 10 years? Man, I need to lay off the peyote. Second one. Haven't you been smoking peyote for 6 straight days, and couldn't some of this be in your head?
Are those both from the movie? The first one definitely is.
Okay.
I think they're both from the movie.
You think they're both from the movie?
Yeah.
The second one is from Zoolander. It's Owen Wilson. They're on the peyote trip.
I was thinking
he's talking about like climbing in Nepal for the second one.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking in the scene in the hotel room that he might have said that. This is not a bit. I'm being dead serious with it.
Okay, can you tell me when does the other quote happen? 10 years? I need to lay off the peyote.
Isn't that in the hotel scene where Ricky Bobby comes in to the scene? Like, he's, I've been trying to order pizzas all day.
Nope. It's right at the very beginning at career day.
Oh, in the classroom?
In the classroom. His dad shows up and he's like, wow, how long has it been? You really grown? 6 months? And Ricky Bobby says, 10 years. And he's like, 10 years? Oh, I really need to lay off the peyote.
Okay.
No, the one in the hotel room, he's like, man, there's a lot of pizza boxes around.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I've ordered from them 6 times, but I'm just trying to get him to send you.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
Third one. You should be able to get this one.
Okay.
You should be. This is about... There's another themed question. I can't understand a word you've said the whole time. The second one, don't nobody understand the words coming out of your mouth, man.
Oh, definitely that one. Yeah, that's Rush Hour 2.
Good. You got Rush Hour 2. So now is the first one in Talladega Nights, or is it not?
Say it again.
And I'm not delivering it the same way they do in the movie intentionally. I can't understand a word you have said the whole time.
Oh, that's with the French guy, right?
Yeah.
In the bar.
Very good. Okay. Very good.
You almost got me.
I can't understand a word you've said the whole time. It's like, do you have a bunch of peanut butter in your mouth?
Yeah.
Is what was right before that?
I literally just watched that before.
Okay. Very good, David. You did honestly better than I thought you would.
Because I mean, you could do this with every movie that we watch from here on out, and it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, I mean, for reference, we probably will maybe do this segment one other time ever in the history of this podcast.
Okay. And
because the rest of it just won't be fun.
Yeah.
You just won't be able to get it. It'll just be a guessing quiz.
I mean, it could be funny if you just like pull out one and.
The one I keep coming back to is in the post-divorce saga where Ricky and Cal at various times are like trying to still be friends.
Oh, Cal keeps calling him up to talk about his house.
He's like, man, is your house haunted or something?
Yeah.
And like, it's not as quotable, but I love they just make me giggle because the whole like, trick you into being friends again, and then like, wait, no, snap out of it. Like, stop trying to do this. We're not friends.
Which also like is kind of silly too, because Ricky treated him so bad at the entire movie, and then now he's just like, hey, you always made me get second. Why can't we still be friends? But it's also like, oh, you stole his wife all of his life, and he has no money to his name, which is a absurd. Don't think too hard about it. Like he goes from having all this stuff to homeless like the next day, and then
Well,
they're
I mean,
getting
Dennett hates him, so if he's bought it all on credit, he's got to.
I mean, once someone in the prayer, he says, "Thank you for the $23 million I won this year."
True.
Also, could see him spending
it all.
$20 million within a year. It's realistic within the movie. My favorite quote from that scene is when he's like, "Hey, how do you turn on the stereo and the TV at the same time?" He's like, "Why would you want to turn the stereo and the TV on at the same time?" I don't know. I like to party. I use that one too.
That one, and then after that, when he's like, "How do you?" Is he asking about the sauna or the hot tub?
Yeah, the hot tub.
He's like, "How do I turn it on?" And
he's like, "Did you go in the kitchen?"
You can't use that. That's mine. It's my hot tub.
All right, well, I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. And then fast forward, like the kind of like bookend all this when he comes back and Ricky Bobby's like, Cal, I should have treated you nicer. I'm so sorry. And the Cal's like, I don't know what to do with this information. Yeah. It's like they both ended up doing the same thing to each other and both like made each other confused or mad. Great.
The best acting in this movie done by Michael Duncan when he's they're sitting in the hospital. He's like, "I hope you both have handsome, beautiful, articulate sons who are talented star athletes, and they have their legs taken away." Just, "Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby." No. We've gone too easy on him.
We got to tell him.
You
got
go
to tell
walk.
him. The thing that always overshadows that quote for me is when they're like, he's like, "Yeah, I'll show you," and he jabs a knife into his quad, and then it just escalates, and then they get another knife to say, I got to pry the knife out with another knife. Let me just get in there, and it's so funny.
I forgot about that too. I thought you just pull it out, but don't. As we all do when we get knives put in our legs, you use another knife to get it out.
We're going to cut around it to get it out. It's like, what in the world? Yeah, we use this knife to pry the other out. Legitimately, I watched this movie for the podcast on a plane and was like having to like stifle my laughter from that scene specifically. Gosh. The other one, maybe not as funny, but I thought when he's in the bar with his like crew manager, after the saga, and she just like gives the whole like inspirational speech. Yeah, it was like Susan? Like legitimately, like that's a good speech. Ricky Bobby isn't a thinker; he's a driver. It's like, I mean, I could probably use that sometimes. Yeah. For whenever I need to go do something. Yeah. Maybe not driver, but like insert whatever I need to go do into that. Like, stop overthinking. Just drive.
Just drive. Yeah. The kids are funny. And I don't know that I would want my kids acting in this movie, but then you're like, after the fact, you're like, well, thankful to the parent who allowed their kids to be doing this, but just them run around yelling anarchy. That one too. I don't know what it is, but I love it. Like that scene too. And then they're like, Granny just slaps them in the face, and they're like, "You're gonna break us like wild horses."
Yeah, you're gonna. But which is also just hilarious because it's like, I don't even know any kid that would just be outright as destructive as like, I'm gonna pick up a garden hose and start spraying it into a window, like inside of a house. Like the most ridiculous thing.
I know some kids like that, but
that's fair.
But yeah, just like the most outright. And then it's kind of like, well, what do? You slap them, and then when they're cleaning up trash by the side of the road, they're like, when are we gonna stop, Granny? She's like, I don't know. When are you gonna stop throwing me the radio in the bathtub?
Which is a great little arc too. It's like, take him to Grandma, and she
gets a better.
Put them in line.
And then so after that's happened, and then the dad comes back to help, the grandpa comes back to, Reese comes back to help him. They're standing out there and they're like, Grandpa, would you like to tell us about stories from your childhood? He's like, I wish you go dig a hole while I go get another beer. They're like, someone didn't love you as a kid. He's like, Yep.
Tragic. So speaking of my plane ride,
Yeah.
I was actually coming back from France
I mean, just an amazing timing with this.
when I watched this movie. So there is somewhat of a villain,
Yeah.
Gerard, the Formula 1 driver. And as I got through the movie, I started thinking of all the things that I saw in Paris that 20 years later are still completely accurate
About France.
about France. And so I wrote a list.
That's
of things that I saw that were referenced in the movie and that I saw and experienced all over France.
that's amazing.
Well, not all over France. I was just in Paris for like 3 days, but that's it. There were a lot of people wearing leather around.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, it's not something I want to pick.
A lot of people smoking cigarettes, including hand rolled. You got the little hand rolled darts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just ripping darts at our hand. I mean,
Sitting out of the cafe and yep.
lick them and
Yep. Espresso. They drink so much espresso
while they're working.
while they're
Just as
working.
he does while he's
Have a meal, have a glass of wine, espresso after. You wake up, you have an espresso. Do you want to get some coffee? Sure, it's espresso. Do you want to have a mid-morning meeting with your fourth espresso? Sure.
so they're just sipping it out of
Little cups?
Is it all like porcelain little cups, or is it?
Well, they're
There's some
certainly not
disposal-
paper cups. No, they're in. Yeah, I didn't see any disposable cups of espresso. No, I just saw one. There was a gentleman that seemed to be without lodging and a little bit worse for the wear.
Okay.
And he came into a cafe in the morning and they gave him a little thing of espresso. So it's not like we're not even turning away the homeless.
Yeah.
We're saying, you know what?
He needs it.
He's French. So we've got the dignity of at least giving him an espresso and then setting him on his way. Next thing.
Yeah.
Accents. Very thick accents.
Yeah.
Very thick accents.
Did you have a tough time understanding what they?
I've been working with French folks for a while,
Okay.
so I've been like acclimatized.
Okay.
There were some folks in our group that we were working with that were not so acclimatized and definitely had a hard time with the thick French accent.
So they had the what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you sound like you got peanut butter in the roof of your mouth. Walking around Paris, there was also a lot of kissing. There was a lot of kissing.
Oh.
You riding the metro, kissing. You riding the escalators, kissing.
On the escalator?
Yeah.
You got business to attend to of
No.
getting off.
There's not a whole lot of business going on.
Oh.
There's kissing going on though.
Wow.
Champagne. Now this was a little bit different because it's like Victory Row champagne.
Yeah.
But in France, it's just, what do you want to drink? Oh, champagne. It's not a celebratory thing,
Just like
it
what
is
you
for
drink
us.
at night?
It's just a normal thing to drink and enjoy.
At dinner or after
Yeah.
dinner or
Yeah, champagne.
I would have pegged wine for a little Campari, some Negronis. That's Italian. Just kidding. I'm a dumb American, and Europe is one place.
So seeing this on the way back was like, yeah, wow, they did good, and seems like as much as Paris or Europe might have changed, some things just stay the same.
Some things do stay the same. I mean, they've been doing that
Long
for
time.
like 1,000. It is crazy that I'm sure you were in places that were like 1,000 years old, over 1,000 years.
Yeah, one of my coworkers described the different, he described 3 sections of Paris. One was the modern, kind of in the north side of Paris. Then
Which
there
for them
was
is modern. It was like built in the 1800s, probably.
like post World War II, modern. Then you have in like the center of France, you have the ancient area, which is really thin streets, stone everywhere.
Yeah.
Every building is just stone everywhere. very beautiful. And then the south of France, south of Paris is the Empire section, which is like from the Napoleon Empire. I didn't get to go visit that, but they said everything there is like grand and large and wide streets. So crazy.
See, this is helpful context, because if we just knew what we knew about Europe from this movie, they're all gay dog trainers who drive a little Formula on the side and then drink some macchiatos.
No, it's just espresso.
Yeah, but in the movie, he gets hit and he says, "Oh, my macchiato." I think.
Oh, maybe it was.
He does.
Well, but, it's still in the tiny little espresso cup. But the funny thing about that scene is, like, I could totally see someone
them
driving like pole, position laps and like just drinking some espresso.
Yeah, I can see.
It was not. I mean, it's a comedy. It's a little far fetched. They're in a 200-mile race car, 2-mile-per-hour race car, but
which they can easily drive backwards.
Yes,
I was trying to explain to my wife, who was actually this one she could sit down and actually watch with me. So, and I was like, they can't go 200 miles an hour backwards, but it doesn't matter. Don't think about it. Don't think about it too hard. Yeah. Oh, found out something about this movie. If we can move on from France, which is exciting. I'm glad for you. Super happy for you that you got to go experience that. But also,
all expenses paid.
This movie, one of Christopher Nolan's favorite movies.
Really?
Yeah.
How about that?
He was on the Rich Eisen show apparently, and Rich Eisen was asking him about like remote droppers, where for the kids these days they don't know what scrolling over TBS and seeing a movie and then stopping is like. But you get to one, you drop it. He said Talladega Nights. One was remote droppers.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. Like with him or Tarantino or like these other like amazing directors, they obviously do watch other movies, but the fact that they could like a dumb movie. Apparently he likes Fast and Furious too. Christopher Nolan watching Fast and Furious. All about it.
Well, it's hard to know which one, because I don't think, as I understand it, I haven't watched all of them.
Yeah.
Maybe for the once and future day when we finish all the DVDs in the DVD box and need a new podcast concept, we can just start doing like movie franchise podcasts and go through the 10 or 15 Fast and Furious. I think it's only like by like the 5th or the 6th movie where they really start getting absurd.
Yeah. And I hadn't seen a bunch of them. I went and watched 8 with some friends, and they took a car up to space, and I was like, I am so invested in this right now that the absurdity of it is amazing.
Legendary.
Legendary. This movie though, legendary as well. I do think if you want to think about this for more than 10 seconds, what they're trying to do in this movie is critique, satirize American, NASCAR culture, but really just like dumb Americans in general, which I think they do a pretty good job of actually like all these jokes are to point out a little bit of the absurdity of like what Americans do. Everything from prayer, the fact that they're throwing out sponsorships in prayer.
Yep.
Is seems like something you could imagine happen, and it's like, hey, maybe shouldn't get that wild in everything we do.
Or even just saying like, hey, it's perfectly normal for me to address Jesus as baby Jesus, which is hilarious, but also you can see how people would that would be normal and that would be fine, and that's all there is to it. And
yeah, let's get an argument about which Jesus that we're praying to. Is it baby Jesus, baby Jesus, adult Jesus, Jesus with a Leonard Skinner cover band?
Yeah.
I'm just in the front row going, wow.
Which is a very American consumerist thing of like, oh yeah, well, my Jesus is like this, my Jesus is like that. Which, unfortunately for those is not the Jesus that we find in the Bible. But it is hilarious, and those things do absolutely need to get critiqued. Yeah. And couldn't think of a funnier way to do it, honestly.
I know. And the fact that the character arc of this character is, how do we know that he's changed? Well, he kisses the gay guy in the end. That's character growth 101. Write it down, teach it at school. That's how we know. Good job, guys.
I mean, it's more of a character development than some of the other movies we watched. And I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Deja vu, shout out to a movie you shouldn't watch and instead watch Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
Which another title that makes you think that there could be other Talladega Nights non-Ricky, or what other Ricky Bobby stories do we have? We have, this is the Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
Did they ever make another?
No. Prime for it though.
Yeah.
Where he goes and drives in Formula O.
I'm sure Will Ferrell is over it.
Yeah, I mean, this is one, like, I kind of wanted a second Anchorman. You can see how they could do that. But Step Brothers and this can kind of just sit there and be the thing that it needs to be for us to quote.
Which also that
20 years later. This is 20 years later.
Yeah. I mean, nowadays we're like sequel pilled. Back then it was like, you don't make a sequel, you just make a different funny movie.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Which is a better way of doing it. The fact that like we could just be getting these like regurgitated sequels all the time, or we get Step Brothers, or old school, or and it also begs the question too, is like, could this movie be made today? I think it holds up to my sensibilities. Are my sensibilities what Hollywood would let get greenlit? Because all that took to get this movie greenlit back in the day was, apparently they just were pitching it as Will Ferrell as a NASCAR driver, which is phenomenal. I'm sure studios were like, "Yep, take my money. That's going to be great," and it was great.
I mean, I still today would say, yeah, send it.
I mean, I still would be send it too. I think it holds up better, like
without a sequel.
No. Like it. If you were to release this today, like say it didn't exist, just straight up release it today. I mean, you don't see comedy movies like this, but like,
yeah.
I mean, I think it would probably kill. You really don't see comedy movies like that. No, none of these are coming out at the movie theaters.
No, because yeah, I think there's reasons for that, but you certainly don't, and it's too bad because it is hilarious. And like, I mean, I guess if they do a round of Talladega Nights in a re-release, like, all right,
yeah,
I'm down. Let's get the boys together and go.
Get the boys together. Yeah, I could go back. I have seen this a bunch of times, but 6 months down the line, if I were to watch it again, it's still going to be funny.
Yep.
It had been a while since I've seen it since the last time, so like a little bit of time in between was pretty nice for this actually. Like, oh, this scene.
Forgot that they're going to dig a knife out with a knife.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I mean, I'm super happy to watch this movie.
Yeah.
And go watch it. Still stands out there for anyone out there. The DVD is sitting in my basement doing nothing. It was watched. Someone come and get it. Someone take us up on this.
You will have to send this one back too, because
yes, I will.
It's going to need to be rewatched another 5 to 10 times before it's all
there will be a
done.
time to show my kids not not anytime soon, but 18th birthday.
What?
Unless they stumble upon it. But that's the last thing I need. So
okay, well, that's been What's in the DVD Box podcast. I'm Jonathan.
I'm David.
Thanks for listening.